the ancient haunting of Hadrian's Wall stretching across the rugged northern lands of Britannia. Hadrian's Wall stands as a monumental testament to Roman ambition, the colossal barrier built to mark the very edge of the known world and keep out the untamed barbarians to the north. For centuries, whispers have echoed along its desolate stretches, tales of unseen presences and chilling encounters. This is the tale of the ancient haunting of Hadrian's Wall, a curse born not of a singular tragedy, but from the cumulative weight of endless solitude, brutal sacrifice, and a land that never truly surrendered. Our story begins in the 2nd century CE, during the height of Roman occupation, with Centurion Valerius, a seasoned Roman officer. Valerius was a pragmatic man, devoted to the legion and the empire's might. He commanded a small detachment stationed at one of the wall's remote mile castles at Desolate, wind-swept outpost perpetually shrouded in mist. His days were spent enforcing the empire's will, ensuring no Caledonia warrior slipped past, and maintaining the arduous solitude of his men. Life on the wall was brutal. Relentless patrols, the biting cold, the constant vigilance against unseen enemies, and the crushing isolation slowly wore down the men. Valerius noticed the change first in his soldiers. Muttered fears of shadows moving in the fog, the sounds of distant, mournful cries on the wind that were not animal or human, and the unsettling feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. They attributed it to homesickness, the harsh conditions, or the superstitious fears of the conquered Britons. But Valerius himself began to experience the phenomena. He would see fleeting, shadowy figures marching along the wall's parapet, just out of focus. He'd hear faint Latin commands whispered in the dead of night, followed by the clinking of spectral armor. His carefully guarded watchfires would flicker and dim for no reason. These weren't singular, dramatic hauntings. They were pervasive, subtle, yet relentlessly unsettling. The wall felt alive, but with a cold, desperate sentience. Valerius, seeking answers, consulted the local Britons, old men who remembered a time before Rome. They spoke not of individual ghosts, but of the very land mourning, of a spirit of the frontier that resented the foreign barrier. They told him that the wall itself was soaking up the sorrow of the endlessly marching, the silent despair of homesick soldiers, the bitterness of the conquered natives, and the quiet fury of the untamed north. The true curse of the ancient haunting of Hadrian's Wall was not a specific, vengeful spirit, but the accumulated despair of a frontier. A psychic scar left by centuries of occupation, constant vigilance, bloodshed, and the inherent loneliness of being on the edge of civilization. The wall was a monument to division, and it resonated with the endless lament of all that was lost and separated, driven by a strange mix of duty and dread. Valerius realized the haunting wasn't a threat to be fought, but a sorrow to be understood. He couldn't dismantle the wall, nor could he undo the history it embodied. He began a new kind of duty, tending to the wall not just as a defensive structure, but as a living, suffering entity. He ordered his men to perform small, daily acts of respect, leaving offerings of water and bread for the unseen, planting wildflowers in the crevices, and, crucially, speaking aloud the names of fallen comrades, both Roman and Briton, known or unknown. He encouraged them to share stories, to laugh, to find humanity in the desolate landscape, to defy the creeping despair. Slowly, subtly, a change began. The cold dread lessened. The phantom whispers softened, becoming less mournful and more like the gentle sigh of the wind. The fleeting shadows seemed less tormented. The ancient haunting of Hadrian's Wall, acknowledged and perhaps even soothed, found a measure of quiet peace. The burden, though still present, became a melancholic hum rather than an oppressive weight. Valerius completed his service on the wall, a changed man. He no longer saw it merely as a military structure, but as a testament to enduring human experience. After his return to Rome, he spoke of its silent grief, a testament to the fact that even stone can hold centuries of sorrow. Hadrian's Wall stands to this day an awe-inspiring ruin. But for those who walk its windswept path, a quiet understanding can settle upon them that some places are cursed not by a dramatic tragedy, but by the relentless accumulation of human suffering, eternally echoing the lament of a divided land.